Welcome to the Board Wrap-Up Show for Ponca City Public Schools. I'm your host, Sean Anderson. And on this edition of the Board Wrap-Up Show, we have a very special guest. Instead of Superintendent Shelley Arrett, we have the Executive Director of Operations and Risk Development. Did I get that right, Adam?
Yeah, that's close enough. Just say intern.
Okay, sure. We're going to talk today on this edition of the Board Wrap-Up Show about something very, very important. It's coming up. It's a bond proposal. October 12th, you will have a chance to vote for this bond proposal, and it's nearly $50 million. It will affect our school district, and all of our schools will benefit from this in many different ways, and we're going to find out more with Adam Leaming on just how that will benefit our school district. And Adam, thank you for being on the show.
Thank you. It's awesome to be here, and I apologize that you have to view me and not with Shelley.
risk management.
Yeah, risk management,
not development.
Yeah, and most people
we don't want to develop the risk.
Yes.
We want to
mitigate it.
Right, exactly. So, Adam, this is a big bond proposal. October 12th, it goes up for the vote.
Absolutely.
It's going to affect every facet of Ponca City Public Schools. Let's start with athletics.
Okay.
How's it going to affect athletics?
Well, the very first thing, that this is a $49.7 million bond. That is a continuation of our bond. So that is intended so the taxpayers feel no increase or decrease in their taxes, that we can continue with the same level of support this community has done for several years, all the way back since 2000, I think, was when this really started going. With athletics, I think you're going to see, well, I know you're going to see, with a yes vote, a number of improvements across our district. Baseball, going to refresh that facility, that stadium, really tying it in visually and aesthetically with the whole campus feel, with the red roof, the blonde brick exterior, really bringing us up to a 6A level for baseball stadiums as far as that goes, really bringing us up to what we've done with Solon's there as well. Just north of Solon's, and those two empty blocks, we're proposing a turfed soccer field there. So we have a dedicated soccer field for our soccer players, with boys and girls soccer locker rooms of about 8,500 square feet. And that would be attached to an all-new indoor, multi-purpose, multifunctional 44,000 square feet facility.
Wow.
Basically almost a city block underneath the building. So which would then free up a lot of different opportunities for our athletic programs to be able to utilize that facility during any inclement weather. And as Oklahomans, that's about 90% of the time.
Right,
So
for
our
sure.
students and our student athletes would have that opportunity to continue practicing and utilizing that facility.
Now, you're talking about the land just north of Solon Stadium.
That's correct, yes.
Like the old Turtles donut shop location, and then to the west on that property.
Absolutely, from 5th Street to 7th Street. Not a lot of people understand that's school property, and we've been batting around for a number of years what we'd like to do, and the vision has been and always was to do something that we could create this flexibility in. Our marching bands, our tracks and footballs and baseballs and golfs, that when there's inclement weather, where do we put those students at the end of the day, so they could have the same opportunities to practice and perform. And just increase that level of service that we have for our student athletes.
Yeah, for sure. Well, we love to see developments, and that all of that sounds fantastic. Speaking of developments, and something that isn't a part of this bond proposal because it's already been taken care of, is that new scoreboard at Solon Stadium.
Absolutely.
Oh my goodness, that's going to be great.
And that's just ties into what we're wanting to do with athletics. I haven't even mentioned, we're wanting to upgrade that tennis complex that's on 5th Street Park, adding additional courts there, because we can't host competitions because we don't have the number of courts to be able to do that.
Right.
So we want to bring more communities in to showcase and highlight our student athletes that deserve those home events.
Oh, for sure.
And so we're going to touch tennis, softball. Again, I talked about the baseball stadium, soccer, and with that indoor facility, every sport with the exception of maybe swimming. We'll be able to utilize it. I'm sure you could do conditioning with swimming as well.
Right. It's a nearly $50 million bond proposal, and it'll be on the ballot October 12th, and you'll have an opportunity to help make this happen. We've talked about athletics. Now we want to talk about how this bond proposal will affect in a positive way academics across our district. And where do we start here?
Wow, with academics, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to be moving the needle at our high school with a whole new curriculum and a whole new space. And I say new space, we're going to take the Anderson building, the existing Anderson building, and the proposal is to basically take it all the way down to just the exterior shell and redesign and build that back to provide an innovative STEM curriculum for our 9th through 12th graders. And when I say STEM, that's science, technology, engineering, math. Imagine engineering, robotics, aviation, aerospace, 3D printing and design, computer coding, all of those skills that we've been hearing and our business community clamoring that they want to see our students graduating high school, college, or career ready. And the careers of today require skills in those STEM areas. And we've just not had the classrooms and the space designed to really capture that and make it as efficient and as needed and necessary for our students that we feel like we could provide. And I know that these citizens, once they see some of these renderings of what these buildings are going to look like and the classrooms and the way we're going to create collaborative spaces for our students, it's going to just take that whole education to the next level.
Yeah, now that's at the high school. Elementary level, east and west, what kind of changes
Absolutely.
can we expect there?
We're going to maintain our same commitments we have in every previous bond issue, and that is the safety and security and accessibility for every one of our students. So you're going to see security enhancements, ADA accessibility brought to every one of our elementary schools, and their commitment to creating appealing and attractive facilities for our community members. The really cool thing about this bond issue is we have, right, wrong, or indifferent, have received a large infusion of federal dollars, and we are going to planning to use approximately $10 million of that in this proposal to touch a number of things that we would normally touch in a bond project. And so that's going to create us these opportunities to do these once in a lifetime, once in a generation projects that will really enhance not only our students' daily lives, but I think the quality of life for just a Ponca City citizen.
Yeah.
And one of the cool things we're going to do, and we've never done this in the district as far as I've known, and I've looked back through a lot of different things, is every one of our elementary schools are going to have a redesigned new playground with with a solid surface playground that is going to be really incredible for each of our elementary schools. Our pre-K center is very needed. In the past, PTAs have had to raise money, and it's been a very inequitable and it's been that's a big challenge for our parents of those schools. And with these federal dollars, we're going to be able to help our schools do that.
Yeah, that is absolutely fantastic. So many wonderful things can happen with this bond proposal. It will be up for vote October 12th. And if someone wants to find out more, if they have questions, they want to maybe read some material about this, where can they find it?
Absolutely. So right now we are working on getting this all packaged together and put on our website, and we'll have that hopefully in the coming week, where you can go and click and see the renderings, see what you need to do, how it's going to impact maybe your neighborhood school or your child's program. But I think after you see this on October 12th, and if our community supports this, it will be a flurry of activity because we are wanting to get these done within the next 2 to 3 years.
Wow, that's working. That's working fast.
That is working fast. I mean, I think at last count is about 32 large projects.
Yeah,
and to do that in 3 years, you can break that down month to month, and we're going to be hooked up.
Yeah, for sure. Well, October 12th is the day the yes vote is needed for all of that to happen. And again, as Adam said, there will be more information for you to read and look over in those renderings. We think you're going to like those quite a bit. Adam Leaming, thank you for being here.
Thanks, Sean. I appreciate it.
This is the Board Wrap-Up Show, special edition with Adam Leaming as we discuss the bond proposal that's coming up on October 12th. That'll be up for your vote. Stay connected with Ponca City Public Schools. It's really simple. There are a lot of different ways to do that. You can go to pcps.us. You can also download the PCPS app, and it's very convenient. And also follow Ponca City Public Schools on all of the social media platforms. For Ponca City Public Schools, I'm your host, Sean Anderson. Thank you for watching. Until next time.